Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and this week we have the Baund Doc. And sorry for being late this time, had a crazy week this week. But yeah, AC is a good thing, and man, is it hot outside. But anyway, finally getting caught up on some things. So, let's get into the video here. Baund Doc. AX spoiled it. It is awesome that it's finally in the game. It took way too long, honestly. I know a lot of people who have been waiting to see this and who have given up that we were getting it, but it's finally here. Thank goodness that we actually at least got it. And here is the video. Now, what does this thing do? It has its beam rifle. It has a beam shotgun thing, you know, the big spread that you typically see it with. It has its claw, one hit, and it has a beam saber. Then it has flying mode, which is different. There's the shotgun right there, or you can charge it. Crazy damage. Now the flying mode, what's really cool is you have flying mode level 2, which allows you to actually control where you're going. If you notice there, when it did the downswing with the claw, it backed up. So overall, the weapons and damage that it has seems to be pretty solid. The one problem that I would say with it is it's too big, really, and it lacks a dodge roll until maybe this kicks in. Unless I missed it here, I didn't see anything in the skills for the dodge roll. But let's go through the stats of the weapons and talk about that. And yeah, it is pretty terrifying though, honestly, as a support. This thing coming at you is scary. It does crazy damage. So 2,600 on the beam rifle, 80% heat rate, 3.5 second cooldown. Beam Saber has 2,500 damage, 2.5 second cooldown. The Claw, 3,000 damage, which, yes, it should be a knockover, I'm pretty sure, at all times. I'm assuming, just because of how these claws normally work. And it being a one-hit thing would make sense. Then it has the Shotgun, which you saw kind of there, 0.8 seconds per shot, which you can overheat in 75% heat rate. Then it has the full charge, which, unless the burst, by the way, I didn't think about that. If the burst is one shot, hopefully it doesn't overheat. That would be kind of weird if you kind of did a burst and it overheated. But overall, you have 2 shots before you overheat, or you can charge it for 3 seconds for the big stun. Let's see. Then we have, what is this? Simultaneous fire with, okay. Got it. You do have stun build up though, as we saw. Psychomu Wave is your typical Psycho Frame stuff. When it kicks in, it's your get out of jail free card for stuns at low health. Enhanced Tackle level 5, Anti-Blast, Assault Booster, Force Injector, Melee Combo level 2, Flight Control Program level 3, Maneuver Armor level 2. We talked about the Transforming Flight level 2, being able to control it. That's pretty cool. That's the big gimmick of this suit, is being able to fly around like a Zeta, but being able to control where you're going, which is a huge big deal. It's pretty much the Zeta, it's the flight mode mixed with flight type, essentially. Then we have no dodge roll, which is kind of its big problem. Though I guess it's big, so there's the justification maybe. But considering some of the suits we have that can dodge roll. Anyway. In flight mode, though, you have the beam rifle as well. I'm pretty sure that's the normal beam rifle, so you don't get a separate heat rate. Let me know if you do get a separate heat rate in the comments below, please. And then 3,500 power for the Claw in flying mode, which is insane. And a 1.5 second charge time for the cannon with a 70 heat rate. So you can shoot once, 0.8 second cooldown, charge up, shoot again. So, pretty solid there. If it doesn't overheat with a full charge, then you can full charge, then shoot afterwards. Either way, pretty good damage coming out of that thing in that way. Other than that, let's see, we have, what's this? Flight mode. Okay, has the arm buffer, and it gains the ram attack, so you get extra damage from that as well. Seeming to be a pretty good ram attack from what I can tell. So, overall, big problems. No dodge roll, big suit. It does have damage control. It does have maneuver armor, but you have to rely on that. And this means you're pretty much transforming to fly most of the time to feel really safe. And if you are not transformed, you better have that shotgun ready to trade a stun on somebody and then boost to use your maneuver armor, because that's really your only line of defense. Overall, though, with what most raids are probably used to, or especially support players, this might feel at home. That's one reason why I'm going to probably try to do a few spins on it, see if I can get it, because I really like the suit. I've been wanting the suit for a long time. I've been saying, please let it be a support. I mean, it makes sense that it's a raid, honestly. I can definitely admit that, but I would love for it to be a support. Other than that, though, pretty solid. Pretty good suit. Looks like it's pretty terrifying. No heavy attack, though, but it doesn't really need it with its burst damage, and it can do some decent damage around all over. Will it replace the meta? I don't think so. I think it might be... It kind of has the same problems as the Zaku 3 Kai, so if you've played the Zaku 3 Kai, you will be pretty much at home in this. Stats-wise, though, for health, it is decently tanky, and it moves pretty quick. So we have a total of, let's see, the 21,000 health, 16, 28, 28 for defenses, range strength 21, melee 44, 135 movement speed, 225 high speed movement, 80 thrusters, which is very nice, and 78 turn speed. So stats wise, pretty good. Decent part slots with 18, 20, and 10. So pretty solid overall with that. But I would kind of probably compare this to the Zaku 3 Kai, minus the heavy attack. But again, I think it has the burst that you don't really need that. And you have the cool flying mode, which kind of negates some of the problems that it has without having a dodge roll. But if you're used to the Zaku 3 Kai, then you're definitely going to be right at home with this. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it with this one. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm definitely, like I said, going to roll a few times on it. And I'm a support main. So yeah, love the Baund Doc. Finally, really hyped that it's in the game. It finally made it. But yeah, really cool. Can't wait to play against it more and see what it can do. Hopefully, it stays in the meta. And yeah, pretty cool that they finally did it. I was kind of surprised. But anyway, also really cool that they did the AX announcement. So they definitely have this game in their radar, especially if they're doing it at stuff like that, which is really awesome. Then we have the Rebawoo level 2 coming in. There's the normal suit, by the way. And the Rebawoo level 2, wasn't expecting it this close, but here's your chance at your discount Sananju if you didn't get it. Rebawoo is insane at 650 as well, so you can roll for that because the level 1 is included in this banner as well. So good luck with that. I'm definitely probably going to put a couple toward this as well. They're definitely baiting my tokens, but this is a crazy suit that probably needs a little bit of a nerf, and I really like the Baund Doc. So yeah, if you don't want the Baund Doc in your general main, crazy awesome suit right here that you can get. Even the 650 could be your discount Sananju at 700 cost. Other than that, though, ranked is back. And you just saw the suit that they're doing there with the High Mo Galbaldi Alpha. 12 matches, which I can't remember if this is the same stats for this, because obviously this is 500, so not everything is correct, because I'm pretty sure it's 550, at least what I saw in game. So I'm definitely going to be using the MLRS and the Heavy Gundam most likely for my 2 supports to try to do some work here. But overall, you play your games and it's your top 3 over the segment of time, which will be till tomorrow at, I'm assuming 12:30, meaning noon. So with the 02, I would assume that's the case. So noon tomorrow essentially is how long you have, which this would be Pacific, so that's 30 minutes before reset essentially tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to try to get my games in, see what I can do between today and tomorrow. So I'll probably wait till after the clan ranked or just before to do that on stream tonight. And there is a clan ranked tonight as well, so we'll talk about that here in a minute, but it is a 4v4 night match and really cool stuff with the suit. We've got the stats for it to talk about as well. Other than that, though, Level 1 and 2, top 5 for S, top 15 get the level 1 in S. In A, you get top 3 get 1 and 2, and top 15 get the level 1. Really cool that they're doing this. Weapons for the level 2, though, aren't being obtained, only by the top 3, top 5. And it's the first place that gets it in B through D, as well as top 10. Again, I wish they would put more DP on the lower rankings. You know, maybe make this 500,000 or something, and then kind of go down from there. But, you know, for most people, getting 30,000 or less really isn't that much these days. So I wish they would actually change that. And then the emblem thing is cool. If you see those out in the wild, really awesome. Top 500 get at least the bronze, and that's a little bit better chance at boxes. Other than that, though, we have GBO days. Hopefully you've been getting some good stuff out of that, and don't forget your 28 free boxes with at least a 2-star that they've been doing so far. Then we have in the ticket shop the July Mark II level 2, which is amazing. I'm gonna wait till this pops up again. I think I finally decided I want to spin the tickets. A little too late, but yeah, definitely going to pick this up when I see it again. I like some of the raids I have at 700, but I think this one would just be better for me overall as far as if I play raid. Honestly, though, it would take a lot to pull me away from the Kshatriya in any way, shape, or form because of how good the Kshatriya is. But if our team really needs a raid, and I think it's a good thing to do, I might try it. And then the Super level 4 coming in as well. Actually pretty solid suit, though at its level 4 cost, yeah, it's kind of rip at that point. But overall, pretty cool that they added that in the ticket shop. The DP store getting some huge things. The Faz level 2, the addition of damage control is amazing on the Faz. Can recommend trying it again. It's not the craziest suit, but it definitely helps it out tremendously. I kind of wish it had damage control too, but you know, it might be OP at that point. BSTs level 1 are finally in the DP store. Amazing suits. VST for the Unit 5 turns it more into a melee suit, so you don't really have the range damage that the normal Unit 5 does. And the BST for the Unit 4 turns its beam into a powerhouse that has a low charge time, low cooldown time, and yeah, it's just amazing. So yeah, get the Unit 4 BST, it's insane. Other than that, though, they do lose their shields, but hey. AG is now in the DP store, which is probably the most OP 200, 250 suit that there is for the amount of damage it can do. You can probably, I wouldn't doubt if you could kill a Kshatriya in one drill combo. This thing can kill anything at its cost if you hit all ticks. Now that's the hard part. It is a lot clunkier, so they pump the damage up. So that's the only AG problem. Just get used to the clunky, and you can one combo any general as a raid. It feels fantastic. Good flight type. I wish they would give the new skill that they added to the newest Virulent to that and all the flight types, but hey. Other than that, it's pretty meh. Also, that is the level 3, so yeah. Definitely meh. And then they added level 4 Heavy, which I think the level 3 is the one I'm going to be using in the Clan Ranked. If not, I'm definitely going to buy this level 4 one because the Heavy has crazy melee defense, and with a lot of raids out there in Clan, or in normal Ranked, I'm sorry if I said Clan Ranked, melee defense is big. Other than that, though, we have the actual Clan Ranked coming up tonight as well. We'll be streaming that. And 4v4 650 Simple Battle Arctic Base. Pretty cool. With the new Baund Doc, curious to see if we see any of those out and about. I'll probably be playing support, or if there's too many Baund Docs, probably a general. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Though I do like my Game Hawk, and I think against a target that big, it could be a pretty good fight. Then we have the Zaku... Wait. Zaku... that's funny. Zaku Mariner. I just read the name there. Also, it's not a general. I'm going with the Japanese website. I've already looked. It still says support on the JP side of things, so we're saying it's a support. Because, yeah, some of this hasn't been changed. The ranked mode text hadn't been changed, obviously. So, here we go. Hopefully, this ends up being essentially the Marine-type Zaku, only support, really, at the very least. And maybe more missiles than what the Marine-type has. That's kind of what I'm wanting out of this. Just a support version of the Marine-type, because I love the Marine-type. So, that would be really awesome. Now, it is at 400, which is kind of questionable, so they definitely have to do something big to make it a good support in that regard. So, who knows? Maybe instead of 8 shots with the most recent Marine Zaku, maybe it has 12, and maybe the missiles are like 20 or 30 or something, and they all do big damage. You know, I can dream. But, luckily, I just, said that, but that's what I was hoping. But we do have the actual stats, so I'm crazy. It is the 8-shot Sub-Rock, looks like. So Sub-Rock enhanced, 350 meters, 1 second cooldown in between. So I guess it does a volley. Is that how that one works? Maybe it is a volley. Yeah, it does 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1 second in between each volley. And then we have, looks like, the punch. I don't know what the downswing is. Could be a cool downswing. If so, then awesome. If not, then rip. 1,400 damage on the punch. Then we have the heat rod. It actually has a heat rod as a support, which is insane. And yes, it is a support in game. 1,600 damage, and it's a heat rod, which is completely disgusting. Shoulder Sub-Rock launcher, 6 shots. Looks like it has no cooldown, so you just can spam out the missiles. 350 damage each, not bad. And you got the big 8 missile launcher that it has for same thing, 450 range, pretty big there. Another 8 missiles. Now, if these can actually do some good build-up, that would be amazing. If not, pretty rip. Then we have for skills, radar, scope, data link, frontline system, aquatic, mobile, okay, shooting, quick boost, and balancer. So it does have balancer actually, but that's about it. Nothing too crazy on the skills. For the stats, 15,000 health, 15, 15, 12, pretty decent actually, for what you would expect for a support. 30 range strength, 10 melee, 115 speed, and that's where it definitely takes a hit. And 165 fast movement, 60 thrust, which is nice, and 54 turning speed. So it definitely has some slow problems. Being a support, I guess that's the tax. Not too crazy skills, and hopefully the punch is the same as the most recent punch. With the heat rod, that would be insane. So you do have a heavy stun, looks like, which is pretty nice. Hopefully the build-up stuns on the missiles are really good as well. Sub-Rock should be the Sub-Rock, which is insane. So looks like it could be a pretty insane suit. This clan rank, though, is for the top 3 still, because we're only on 1/11th. But we should have 4 from there. So 13, 14, and then 15. The next late night one should be top 40. So that's the one we're definitely going to push. Hopefully getting that one. And hopefully we get one more chance at a late night one for this suit, because I definitely want to try to get this myself. I think this suit would be pretty awesome to play. Anyway, though, that's it for this update video. Let me know in the comments down below of anything and everything you think about it. Did you get the Baund Doc? Did you get the Rebawoo level 2? How good is it at 700? What do you think of the ranked reward? And are you excited for the ranked mode? And also, what are you using? But yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Discord. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace!